guys, and welcome back to our Pokemon Battle Series, the School of Hard Knocks. So throughout this episode, like every other, we'll be jumping onto the Pokemon Battle Link, Global Battle Link ladder, playing under the Championship Battle rules, which are the equivalent rule set of the VGC 2018 season. God, I butchered that beginning, didn't I? I'm recording these all pre because I'm away this coming weekend in Turin at the special event over there. So recording these pre-Turin to make sure that I've got enough time to kind of prepare and everything for when I'm away. And we are going to be finishing up with the team that we started this format off with, which you can see on your screen in front of you now. Which is Landorus-T form, Kangaskhan, Cresselia, Heatran, Naganadel, and Tapu Fini. And it's been alright. I think we've had some good games with it. We've had some not so good games with it. But it's been nice, like initially, like we said, to get our feelers out in the format and look at what people are playing. What are the more common Pokemon? What are the more common archetypes? What is this team struggling against? Where do we need to go from here, and what do we need to combat against to go forward with? So it's all really useful information. It's kind of bedded us in quite gently to the format, and I think quite nicely as well. But we are going to be saying goodbye to this team today. So let me know your thoughts on the team as a whole. I would love to hear your opinions on them and where you would maybe strengthen areas, where you change things, what you don't like about it, what you do like about it, and all that. And I will just say it is a pre-thank you, but thanks to everyone as well that came out to the stream last night as well. I'm sure it was amazing. I always have an absolute blast, so thank you so much, guys. And I hope as well that we got to feature our new team, so that will be good as well. Obviously, we're going to be back on Monday with a brand new team on the School of Hard Knocks, so do stick around and make sure you tune in for Monday's episode, because I think it's going to be a team a lot of you will like, and it's completely different to this one, so it should be really good. But before then, we have our first match today to concentrate on, which is against a Gengar, Bishop, Mimikyu, Kangaskhan, Greninja, and Zapdos team. Really nice seeing inclusions of Greninja and Bishop there. You know, double Dark type, we've got a Ghost type there. There's just a lot of Cresselia hate at the moment on teams, you know, a lot of stuff that hits Cresselia for very good damage to shut it down, stop it operating, and things like that. So that's one of the things that I kind of really want to back up when I'm saying that, like, getting our feelers out for the format and etc. like that. The Bishop makes it difficult to bring the Landorus because of the Defiant ability there. I think we have to rely on Kangaskhan, but there's a lot of Ghost types in the team that make it difficult again for us to operate around those. I feel like Naganadel can be good here, but we do need to be a little bit careful with that Greninja in particular. And without any sort of Intimidate support, it's going to make it very difficult for us to get a good grip on the game. Maybe Heatran isn't a bad lead, although the Greninja again makes it extremely difficult for us to get going in this matchup. Let's lead Fini. Let's bring Heatran, and let's bring Naganadel. Yeah, let's go with those four. I feel like one option we could maybe look at doing is utilising Icy Wind on the Fini to help us against the Greninja, the Gengar as well. Such fast Pokemon. We do need to be a bit wary about that. Zapdos though, with those big electric type attacks, it feels like it's a very hard matchup. But we'll see if we can get around it. So we'll see what my opponent leads off with. The Bishop and the Kangaskhan. Okay, so covering for the Landorus lead there. Again, we don't really want to just freely fire off any Icy Winds here because of the Bishop, and we don't want to activate that Defiant ability too freely. I think I'm just going to go straight for a low kick into the Bishop, and I'm going to go for a Moonblast into that Kangaskhan. Because Fini should take a double edge from the opposing Kangaskhan, and then a low kick will take down the Bishop. It's whether my opponent keeps the Bishop in, or whether they decide to go for maybe a double target into our own Kangaskhan. But we are jolly, so likelihood is we outspeed. But the Bishop here could just quite easily protect as well. So we're going to take both Kangs, Mega Evolve. Let's see what my opponent goes for. Fake Out's probably coming out, you've got to imagine. Bishop just protects. So we're not going to get that low kick into it this turn anyway. You just see a low kick from the opposing Kangaskhan into ours. Oh my god, and a critical hit. Not helpful at all. Because we normally take that, we would take that. We are going to get a Moonblast off into the Kangaskhan and do decent damage, about half damage there. Now what do we bring in? If we can get Naganadel, if we can get a Tailwind up with Naganadel. And then maybe switch in Heatran for our Finny. The Sucker Punch coming out, it does fail. Sucker Punch, double Sucker Punch we get. We're going to get the Tailwind up, which is good. So, I think what we'll do is go for a Sludge Bomb into the Kangaskhan, and we'll go for a substitute with our Heatran. My opponent probably wants to go for Sucker Punchies, but Mimikyu coming out. So at least we'll be able to break the disguise there on the Bishop just protects. Okay. So we're getting ourselves edging our way back into this game slowly. Sludge Bomb's gonna break the disguise, which is the big thing here. The thing is, for me, I feel like the Bishop is probably sashed, so it makes me want to double target into it, but at the same time the Mimikyu could have Trick Room, so I don't want to allow it to get that Trick Room off. So I'm going to Heat Wave, and I'm going to go for a Sludge Bomb into that. Hopefully that combination will take it down. So there's a Sucker Punch into Naganadel, but we do take that. It's not sashed though, so we made the right decision there. It is Life Orbed. And as long as our Heat Wave hits, which it is going to, it should take both targets down with him. Which is nice. Okay. Let's see what my opponent... We know we've got the Kangaskhan there. She's still going to be awkward to deal with. But we do have the sub up with Tran, which makes it a little bit easier. Thing is, Naganadel is going to be... oh, it's going to be the Greninja. Okay. Finny should be alright here though. How many turns of Tailwind have we got left? One. Okay. And we've got Fake Out to contend with. Like, we have to see, like, Sucker Punch from the Kang into the Naganadel, really. If it does, it gives us a free turn with Heatran to get a Heat Wave off. So, let's go for that. No Sucker Punch though, this might KO. Yeah, it does. Excellent, okay. And we get a Beast Boost as well. And we'll see where this Greninja wants to target into. Maybe, oh, it's a Gunk Shot. It's an odd choice. But I guess not with a Tapu Fini in the back. But at the same time, as long as he stays as a Poison type, we can hit it for super effective damage with Earth Power. So we've kind of got this locked up alright. And the Heat Wave doing ridiculous amounts of damage anyway, so that's fine. Our Tailwind Pitter's out. But Finny coming in. And even if a Gunk Shot comes out now, we've got the Earth Power, we've locked this up. So, again, from a really bad initial turn one, we've kind of managed to pull this one back around. But I think the big thing kind of just consider is, you know, if a turn one does go bad for you, it's not the end of the world. You've still got a lot of time to kind of maneuver around and try and get yourself back into the game. It's about, like, not letting up and making sure that you do just... take advantage of the turns that you've got left and make sure that you're trying to do everything in your power to turn the game around to a point where you can potentially get back into the game. I think the double sucker punch there really helped us out, getting that tailwind up with Naganadel. Obviously just put us in such a good position, and then getting the Heatran in like we did and getting the substitute up as well. Just put us in a position where we can kind of come back from. So good game to my opponent. Nice game to start us off with today. And I don't know why I'm saving that game. I always misclick Lee. That's my nickname, my tag name. We'll go into this next game and hopefully finish on a little bit of a high with the team and give it a good send off. That's all we want, isn't it? That is all it's all about. So I feel like when we do bring Naganadel though, like the results kind of fall in our way a lot more than when we don't bring it, but it's not an easy Pokemon to bring a lot of the time as well. But we've got our next opponent rocking a Japan Sand kind of looking team with Tapu Koko, Aegislash, Tapu Fini, Salamence, Excadrill and Tyranitar. So we've got the Sand Core there. It's going to be very threatening. Salamence is going to be the Mega. We've got double Tapu for terrain control and Aegislash there. What do we do? I think we definitely want Landorus for sure because of the Sand mode in particular. Do we want Naganadel? What do we want? Well, we definitely want Heatran, I would say. Like, maybe Kang, Cress, Heatran isn't bad, but then we don't really have too many good switches into... like, I definitely want Cress, yeah, for sure. But it's just... it's awkward with the Aegislash, isn't it? Like the Finny makes this matchup really difficult because it's like a normal, I think a normal match where there wasn't the Finny. You can kind of get away with bringing these four because you don't need to worry so much about maybe the water type move switch-ins, but with the Finny there it makes things very difficult, and with these four we haven't really got too much that wants to switch into a muddy water very comfortably anyway. Maybe Crest the only thing. We do see my opponent lead off with it. We're going to see the Aegislash and the Tapu Fini come out for my opponent. The Misty Terrain getting set up. Let's see. What kind of Finny is this? Is it a Specs variant? I think regardless, what I'm going to do is just U-turn into the Aegislash, and I'm going to just fake out into the Finny just to stop it doing anything this turn. So we do Mega Evolve with Mama Kang. Let's see if there's a Protect come out here from the Finny. No, just a King Shield. So Lando's attack stat is going to drop. Fake out coming out into the Finny. I'm going to just double into the Finny now, because we haven't been intimidated. And if it's Specs, then it probably likely hasn't... well, if it's Specs, it hasn't got a berry, so there's... I don't know. I don't know if a double edge. Maybe unintimidated, maybe, from this range. After a U-turn, I'll take it down. Maybe. Got to expect... probably not, though. It's going to be very close. Yeah, U-turn does nothing. We'll bring in... thing is, bringing Cresselia in here is pretty risky, because there's probably a Shadow Ball incoming. What do I want? I feel like I need Heatran more than I need Cresselia to deal with this Aegislash, so let's bring in Cress. It's going to be able to take at least a Shadow Ball There's a double edge. Let's see. What's the damage like? Ah, oh, it's very finny. Okay. It's in range for a double edge next turn. If we're around still. Moonblast coming out. Into Kang. No, into Cress. Okay. Critical hit. Which is probably putting it in range now of a Shadow Ball to take it down. Which is a little bit unfortunate. Oh, we do survive. It would have been better if Cress had actually gone down there, I think. Got a feeling the Aegislash switches out to Salamence here to get the Intimidate off onto the Kang. I really do. I'm going to Ice Beam into that slot and I'm going to just go for that double edge again into the Finny. Might just King Shield though. So Finny just protecting, no switches coming out. We'll probably see just a double protect here. No, I'm going to see Aegislash just get rid of this Cress. Flash Cannon though into the Kangi. Okay. Now this is awkward because this kind of puts us in a position where we want to go for the double edge into the Finny, but we could Sucker Punch into the Aegislash and probably pick up the KO there, but... I don't really want to lose Cress just yet. I'm going to bring in Heatran for the Cress. I'm going to go for that double edge into the Finny. Oh, it withdraws, of course it does. Salamence. Tyranitar, okay. I wonder if the Aegislash just goes King Shield here then. Yeah, it does. Okay, so we get away with this a little bit. We'll get a bit of chip onto this T-Tar, at least. It's not bad. This might be Scarfed Tyranitar though. Let's protect Heatran this turn, just to scout out what my opponent's going to do. And bring in the Landorus. It's pretty obvious, but... I don't know, at the same time it's risky for the Aegislash to go for a Shadow Ball into that Kang slot, so it's more likely, if anything, to go for a Flash Cannon. But if we can, we want to try and preserve Kang to deal with that Tapu Fini later in the game. Because without that, we've not got too many options to deal with it. So Aegislash just withdrawing. I wonder if it... Oh no, it's Salamence. The Extra Drill hasn't made an appearance here. It's going to be the Salamence though. Let's see what this T-Tar goes for. Rock Slide, okay. What's this Mence gonna do? I'm gonna... do I want to sub though? Because the Hyper Voice hits behind the sub, but it's for when the Finny comes in really more than anything. If I get a sub up now, it's not a bad option. And I can U-turn into Like the T-Tar's going to protect, right? The Mence probably goes for Tailwind. Let's get the U-turn out. I'm going to have to get an Intimidate onto it at some point. The T-Tar actually switches out. We're going to see Finny come back in. Alright, we're probably going to see a Tailwind. So Mence Mega Evolving. A tiny bit of chip onto it. I'm just going to bring Cress in here, because like Cress is in such a bad position now. And we can, it's not really going to be able to do much, so bringing it in just to take a hit, maybe. Yeah, Tailwind. So we were really going for that substitute with the Heatran. Okay. So I'm just going to protect this turn with Tran. I'm going to just go for an Ice Beam. Or I could go... No. I will go Ice Beam just into the Mence. I don't think we'll get it off with Cress. There's like very likely. Unless they like Double Edge and then Muddy Water maybe. And the Muddy Water miss my Cress. I guess we'll get the Ice Beam off in that respect. But we're not. We're just going to see a Hyper Voice. Just to get rid of the Cresselia. What is this Tapu Fini going to do? Moonblast. Alright. I'm going to bring in Kang. Because I could bring in Landorus, but I want to be able to just burn out these turns of Tailwind so we can get rid of the Finny. So I'm just going to Earth Power the Finny, and I'm going to just fake out the Mence. See, so no Protect's coming out. We're going to get the fake out into the Mence. Do some decent-ish damage, like helpful damage. Muddy Water this time coming out. So it does hit both targets. We are going to lose Kang. But hopefully, like the best case scenario is we do enough damage to this Finny so the Sand takes it down if the Earth Power doesn't just straight up. And the Sand subsides. Oh, okay. We're not in a good position at all. I don't think we can win this. No. Bring in Landorus, I mean, but no. It is not good. Do we protect or do we just Heat Wave? I think we have to Earth Power if we attack at all into the Finny. And then we lock into Rock Slide, I guess. But this isn't looking too great for us. Hyper Voice going to come out. Like again, we're relying on the Muddy Water miss really here. Oh, we do actually outspeed the Finny. Okay, so not over just yet. That's pretty big that we outspeed that. But the worst thing is though that we, yeah, we Earth Powered. Now Aegis Slash comes in. Probably got access to Wide Guard. Yeah. Which will protect the Salamence. Yeah, we'll go Rock Slide and Earth Power, but like I said, the Salamence is kind of going to be protected from the Wide Guard. But it stops, as long as the Wide Guard's a thing, it stops the Aegis Slash being able to attack, which is a good thing. We'll probably just see, what, a Tailwind? No, just a Hyper Voice, okay. We do lose Landorus. So we'll get the Earth Power into the Aegislash. It's not going to be enough to take it down though. I think this next turn we Heat Wave. Because a Heat Wave might be enough. It might be enough to take down. Let's see what the Salamancer's health is like. Heat Wave might be enough. And I'd expect my opponent probably not to Wide Guard this turn. So it's just about if the Heat Wave hits. As long as the Wide Guard doesn't come out. Obviously. Obviously. So we'll see. We'll see. No Wide Guard. Hyper Voice. Come on, Heat Wave. Does hit both targets. We need to take it down this Aegislash as well. Yeah, okay. There's a lifeline. There's a lifeline. Okay, what are we coming up against now? I can't remember what our last one is. T-Tar, okay. Huh. It depends what it's got. If it's got superpower, then we are pretty much knackered. But if it hasn't, we might be alright. Let's scout. Let's just go for a protect and see. This is where it busts out Dragon Dance, isn't it? Low kick. Okay. Yeah, don't think we take this. Not from this. Do we? Nah. Nah, I literally do not think we take this from this range. Like, there. Sandstorm's just started again, so like the only thing we can hope for is we outspeed and we get a crit Earth Power, I think. Nah, we don't even outspeed. We take it though. Nah. No. Good game to my opponent. Very close right down to the wire there, but we could have done things a little bit differently, I think. But yeah, difficult matchups. I think like both times round, like there, I think both really difficult matchups, and it kind of highlights how people are really preparing for this sort of kind of core combination archetype that we're building again, like we're playing here. So just lots of difficult like board positionings to get around, I think, and just lots of dark Pokemon, lots of ghost Pokemon, and then everything kind of else thrown in there. Tapu Fini is another Pokemon that seems to be like something that you need good switch-ins for and stuff like that. So I feel like it's been beneficial playing this team, and I really hope you guys have enjoyed it, because I have enjoyed playing it. It's been a little bit difficult and bumpy along the way, but I feel like it's given us a good base to kind of learn from and build on going into next week, and I'm really excited about playing the new team next week. It's going to be a lot of fun, so make sure you do not miss that episode on Monday, and we will be revealing everything in that. We're going to wrap things up for the weekend there, guys, so have an amazing time whatever you're ending up doing. If you are in Turin and you're at the event and you see me, do make sure you come and say hi, because I would love to meet you and just hang out and see how your tournament's going and things like that. So it should be a lot of fun, and we'll be back on Monday bright and breezy. If you've enjoyed the episode, as always, do leave a like, just drop one down below, it is massively appreciated. Do subscribe to the channel if you're new. We have loads of stuff going on at the moment, and it is going to just keep on continuing. So let me know your thoughts overall on the team, what you thought about it and things like that, and the matches that we played with it, and what your feelings are in general towards it on a whole. I would love to hear what you guys think about it, and we'll be back on Monday kicking off bright and breezy with a brand new team, so do stay tuned for that. As I've said before, have a great weekend, great evening, make sure you're taking care of yourselves, and I'll see you all very soon. Thank you so much for tuning in as always, guys, and I will see you very, very shortly. So until then, bye bye.